So I'm the type of person that always does extensive research when I'm looking to buy a new product or tech item, and that's because I really don't like buying things twice. Like, why would I buy something less quality just to buy it again later? So in this video, I'll be going through both my home office setup and my gaming/content creation setup. And if you're looking to build a new setup this year, I hope you find this helpful as I give you some quick insight on why I chose the specific tech or items that I did. To give some background, my name is Rashid, aka Sheed. I am a software engineer, gamer, and content creator. And recently I just moved into a new home, so I figured this is the perfect time to build my dream setup. And I'll do my best to link all the products that I have in the description below. So let's get right to it. We got to start with the home office first, upstairs. This is my setup for work, and it's fairly minimal compared to the gaming/content creation area downstairs, so be sure to stick around for that. This upstairs room is also a guest bedroom for when friends or family are staying over, and you might be thinking, why won't I just work downstairs in the basement? But I really did not like the idea of working all day in the basement, which has very little natural light compared to this room upstairs. Having more natural light keeps me awake, engaged, and not to mention all of the health benefits of vitamin D. Now let's get into the components of this setup. For the desk, I have this FlexiSpot standing desk EN1, and I've had this for almost 4 years now, and it's still going strong even after moving 3 times. When I was looking for a standing desk to buy, I wanted to make sure that it could raise and lower automatically so that I would be more inclined to actually stand while doing some work. I also needed to make sure that the maximum height of this desk was tall enough for me since I'm 6'4", and I didn't want to be hunched over the desk trying to type. My chair is the popular Herman Miller Aeron chair, and fun fact, before I got this chair, I was sitting on like a $25 chair that I got from Amazon, and I severely underestimated just how much a good chair would affect my overall level of comfort and lifestyle. Now this chair is super expensive, and it's definitely something that I would not buy on my own, but thankfully I was able to use my work from home budget during COVID to buy this. I no longer have lower back pain, my butt doesn't hurt, and I don't feel like I'm losing circulation all the time. Now I know it isn't healthy to sit for long periods of time in a chair, but when you're in the zone, it's much better to have a comfortable chair, trust me. So if you're building a new setup, do not skimp out on this and get you a good, comfortable office chair, whether it's new or used. And underneath this chair is a glass chair mat that I got from Amazon, which makes rolling around so much easier. Now for my monitor, I have an LG 38-inch ultra-wide monitor, and I don't even think they sell this anymore brand new. And that's a good thing because it was so expensive. But I bought this monitor secondhand for around $400, and it's been perfect for my use case. 38 inches of screen real estate gives me plenty of room to multitask whenever I'm programming. And the best feature of this monitor is that I can have a one cable setup because it can be used as an external display and a charger for my MacBook Pro using Thunderbolt display technology. For the keyboard, I'm using the Apple Magic keyboard, and I love it because it's not too loud and it doesn't disturb my fiance in the next room. Also, since it's made by Apple, it connects easily to my MacBook Pro. For the mouse, I recently upgraded to the Logitech Master 3S just to see what all the hype was about, and spoiler alert, the hype was real. This was a massive upgrade for me. I mean, look at this. This was the mouse that I was using before. This thing is like a toy in my hands. I don't know how I worked with this for years. Anyways, the Logitech Master Mouse is so much more comfortable for me to use. I really like the features and all of the extra buttons that it provides because it helps me be a lot more productive whenever I'm switching windows or if I want to scroll horizontally. Now for some of the extra accessories on my desk. I have this Belkin 3-in-1 charger, which I absolutely love because it charges my iPhone, my Apple Watch, and my AirPods all at the same time, and it looks really nice paired with the rest of the items on my desk. And I have this Rain Design laptop stand which fits my MacBook perfectly while saving me some desk space. Usually I keep my personal laptop on this stand, and if I need to switch between work and personal, it's easy because I can just unplug the USB-C cable from my work laptop and plug it in directly to my personal one. And that's it for the upstairs setup. Now let me show you my gaming and content creation area in the man cave. Welcome to my very first man cave. So when we first got this house, my fiance got to have her own wardrobe and I got to have the entire basement to myself. And to keep it between you and me, I think I got the better side of the deal. So starting with the back right corner of the basement, here's where I do some of my fashion content videos, which is on another channel, but it's also where I do some of my tech unboxing videos as well. Then in the center, we have the game/party area where I love to play Mario Kart with my friends or family, or just chill and watch some NBA games. The TV I have here is a Hisense 65-inch TV, and it's perfect for watching movies or playing video games since it can output up to 4K at 120 frames per second. The couch I got is from Facebook Marketplace, which I got at an absolute steal, and the TV TV stand and the shelves in the corner are both from Wayfair. On the shelves, I have some retro game consoles and knickknacks that I absolutely love, and to the right of that, I got some superhero and anime artwork from Dominic Glover. Finally, in the far left corner, we have the PC gaming and streaming area. I only recently started streaming and creating some gaming and tech content just a couple of months ago, so this setup is definitely a work in progress, but I really like the way it's going so far. So let's start with the PC. Now, this is my very first gaming PC build, and here are the specs that I went with. We have the RTX 4070 from NVIDIA, an AMD Ryzen 7700X CPU, 32 gigabytes of RAM, and 1 terabyte SSD. I wasn't too fond of RGB for this build, so I used only black components for a more stealthy look. Under the PC, I have a sheet of glass so that the PC doesn't stand directly on the carpet where it can collect dust and get clogged up potentially. For the desk, I got this all black gaming desk from IKEA, and even though it's not a standing desk like the one in my home office, I really like it a lot. First thing that I noticed about this desk is that it's super sturdy and it's wide enough to fit all of my tech items. But my favorite part about this desk is the underneath cable management department, which makes it super easy to keep your setup looking clean. As you can see, I kind of just threw all my cables in there, but it still looks pretty clean on the desk. The chair is a random office chair that I got for like 90 bucks from Facebook Marketplace, but honestly, it's just as comfortable as the $800 chair from Herman Miller, which is upstairs. And underneath the chair, I have another glass chair mat, which makes rolling around a lot easier. On top of the desk, I'm rocking a dual monitor setup. On the left, we have a Dell monitor, and on the right, we got the M27Q Gigabyte gaming monitor. I mainly use the monitor on the left for work or reading the chat while I stream, and the monitor on the right is used obviously for my gaming. What I like about the Dell monitor is that it also supports charging and display through Thunderbolt 4, so I can easily plug in my personal laptop to it. And as far as gaming, the Gigabyte M27Q has been perfect for me. I mainly game at 1440p, and this can go up to 165 frames per second, so it's perfect for games like Overwatch and Apex Legends. Maybe one day I'll upgrade to 4K gaming, but for now 1440p fits all of my needs. For the keyboard and mouse, I have the Keychron K8 Pro and the Logitech G502 Plus. Honestly, at first I did not understand the hype of mechanical keyboards and different switches, but after typing on this keyboard for a few minutes, I really like the clickiness and the feel compared to the Apple keyboard. But one of the best features about this keyboard is that it can be used wired or wireless, and I can switch between my Windows and Mac with just a switch on the side of the keyboard. And for the mouse, it's really comfortable to use, and I like the subtle RGB components, but honestly, I don't game that much on the keyboard and mouse. I mainly use controller, so I still got to get back on the full review for the gaming mouse. And to the right, we have my PS5 that's fitted with D-brand dark plates. You probably can see a pattern here that I like to keep my tech items all black. When gaming, I mainly use the PS5 DualSense Edge controller that came out last year, and I really like the premium feel of it. I like to play a lot of first-person shooters, so being able to remap the back paddles to any button I want comes in handy when I'm in an intense fight. To the right, we have the IKEA pegboard that you've probably seen in a lot of other setups. I really like the aesthetics of this piece, and as a bonus, I get to show off things that I like or organize my tech a little bit better. Behind the monitors, there's my personal laptop, which is a MacBook M3 Max that sits on a human-centric laptop stand from Amazon, and a pair of Edifier Bluetooth speakers in all black. The quality of the sound on the speakers is pretty good, and honestly, I didn't need too much since when I'm gaming or streaming, I mainly use my headphones anyway. But when I'm video editing or doing some other work, it's nice to have speakers so that I don't need to wear my headset all night. On the wall behind the monitors, I have these Govee wall lights that I really love to use to add some color to the setup. One of my favorite things about these lights is that I can control them using Siri commands, or I can go directly to the app and make them any color that I want. And when I'm streaming, these lights double as a key light so that it keeps my face looking nice and crispy for the stream. On top of the desk, I try to keep it as clean as possible, free from wires or other junk, but I do have a MagSafe charger that I use to charge my phone and my AirPods. And last but definitely not least is my Steam Deck. One of my favorite things about the Steam Deck is that I can continue to play any game that I was playing on PC and take it upstairs in a more comfortable environment like my couch or my bed. And that's everything. Whew. I did not expect this video to be that long, but if I missed anything or if you have any suggestions or questions about what I should add to my setup, please leave them below in the comments. Again, this is my very first setup, so I'm always looking for ways to upgrade. And if you've watched up until this point, I really appreciate it so much, so hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.